Hey everybody, Jim Powers from MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision as we catch up with our coaches this weekend for baseball. We kick off the conference play as we head down to Missouri S&T this week, and joining us is head baseball coach Bryan Niedbalski. And Bryan, just a jam-packed week last week. Some results we liked, some results we didn't like, but once again it got guys innings, and it's giving you as a coaching staff a chance to kind of look at things as we get ready for Missouri S&T and conference play starting this weekend.
Yeah, I think you could see the gauntlet kind of caught up to us through the week with a lot of games being pushed back and moved around. And I think a clear indicator was we had to start Zach Morrissey one game because he was the one guy who hasn't thrown that much. So, I mean, yeah, the results weren't there, but I mean, we competed really well, and I think that's all you can ask for as a coach. And I think we learned a lot about ourselves and what we need to improve on before conference play.
And I think the U-Indy game is a perfect example. The second game last week, down 5-0, and then guys able to battle back and take it into extras. But like you said, it kind of ran into, the arms race right there, where just not a lot of, able arms to be able to go in that 10th inning.
Yeah, I mean, U-Indy got canceled on Saturday and Sunday, so they were throwing their top arms, and we were throwing maybe our lower half arms. But, I mean, our offense didn't quit. I mean, that's what I love about this team is they really don't play to the scoreboard. They're just looking to compete, and we gave ourselves a chance. We didn't execute, so the results weren't there, but I liked what we saw.
Talk about the younger guys. What have you seen out of this younger group in the first part of the season as we head into conference play?
I mean, I think if you look at Dom Conley right away, I mean, he's a little tiny freshman, but he's going to compete. I mean, we threw him in the leadoff spot. He draws 2 walks. And then if you look at our arms, you got Tanner Marshall and Andy Peters, who Peters is just coming back. He missed a few weeks. But, I mean, those guys are looking to compete, and the moment doesn't get too big for them, which is big with conference play starting.
And obviously Drake Lubin at the top of the order. We talked about him last week, still doing some great things. But Dalton Schumer leading the conference in home runs as he's had 7 round trippers this year. Great start for him.
Yeah, I think when you look at Drake, like we said last time, he's a spark plug. He gets on, usually good things happen. And then Dalt, I mean, I don't want to say it's what we expect from him, but he's our bat in the middle of the order that needs to produce with guys on base.
Going up to Western Illinois, and then we start conference play. Western Illinois is a game to get you guys exposed to playing on grass and dirt, because we've had a 14-game homestand that hasn't given us that opportunity.
Yeah, I think that trip with the Western Illinois is much needed. I think our guys need to play on the road. We've been at home, like you said, for 14 straight games, and we've only played 2 games on dirt. So going up there and playing on dirt against a team that's very similar to Missouri S&T will help us big time for the following week.
And talk about S&T. What have you guys seen? Obviously, weather's going to be a big factor this weekend, as we're already seeing. So what are some of the things you're seeing from S&T?
I mean, they do the same thing every year. They're going to look to get on base and move runners with hits and runs and steals. So we got to do a really good job of controlling the running game and throwing them off balance. But I mean, they're going to compete hard just like every team in the GLVC.
Awesome stuff, buddy. Good luck this week, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Jim.
Bryan Niedbalski joins us here as he does every week. Tomorrow's game against Western Illinois will have live stats. You'll be able to go to MaryvilleSaints.com and get all that information. Weather permitting down in Rolla this weekend, there will be live stats for the 4-game set scheduled to start on Saturday. They are attempting to do live video. We'll know more about that later on in the week as we see what Mother Nature is going to hold in store for us for the 4-game set down in Rolla. For Coach, I'm Jim Powers. Thanks so much for tuning in to MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. Have a great week, and as always, go Saints.